Yeah, I suppose we have to avoid certain words.
That there was an arcade in Courtown. And we used to kind of go to Courtown in the summer when I was a kid. And there was an arcade in there. I remember it had Killer Instinct, Time Crisis, and Metal Slug. I used to play the shit out of all of them.
That always seemed to be the fucking go-to at any Blaine like arcade. Metal Slug was always there. Or if you didn't have any of them, it was Time Crisis 2.
Yeah,
and I loved it for it.
Yeah.
I remember going away on holiday one year and they happened to have Time Crisis 2 there.
I think if we bring Dennis the token, I don't think we'll ever get him out. Like, I'm not even joking there. Like,
that's if the Guncom works.
True. Yeah, very true.
Because it's always the case, like, they're not calibrated properly.
No.
So you'll always get one that's like, you're aiming, but it's like,
yeah.
What the fuck? So you're like this.
That's why we're convinced that the one in Token is the one that we had in college, because the Gun 2 is always worse than Gun 1. If you get a high score with Gun 2, you're fucking punching above your weight, like. But they do maintain them very well, so that's something at least. Considering all of our greasy mitts on the all fucking week, like, you know.
I do remember.
Yeah, for someone who doesn't have a driving license and is like, you know, have had like very claustrophobic episodes in cars, I hustled that Sega Rally thing like fucking no tomorrow. I'm not even fucking joking there. Like.
Paul's epistles, chapter 3, verse 16.
I remember going away on holiday one year and they happened to have it, but
yes,
I decided, fuck it, they're chilling out there, like my mum and dad. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this. It took €6, but I cleared the game and made the scoreboard. So I was like, yes, give me that.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's always handy because like when they come up with the scoreboard, and you enter in like the 3 initials. Mine is easy because it's my last name. So it's like FOX. There you go. People are probably looking at it thinking like, no way is that like their initials. No, last name. Just looks better.
Should not even change to something cool like FUX. No.
Fuchs.
I don't think he has it as a typo. Fuchs.
That's his porn name.
The clerks are here.
That's his porn name. That's definitely his porn name. No.
I should explain what's going on here, by the way. So, Commander Data basically told us that the mayor has some secrets.
Sorry, it's just the way it's written and these things, the way it writes it out with the names capitalized. I don't. It's internet culture is growth to me. Yeah. It's just like, I won't bother you for long, Mr. Swing,
Mr. Swain of sound-minded body.
Yes, you must be the photographer.
It's about the next edition of the Illsmouth Town Hall Journal, I suppose.
I love that myself. I really do. That really tickles me at the old games because I did the exact same thing. It's a case like Illsmouth.
Yeah.
No, I'm the reporter.
But yeah, I should explain what's going on here. So, Data has told us that there is stuff in the mayor's office we need to go and get because he's got dirt basically. But we have to find a way in. It's behind the safe. We need to find out what the combination is, right? So, our way around that was to basically get the Bible off Miss Pickett, the true villain, and the way to do that was to basically bribe her with a brooch. I don't. She's
very judgmental.
She's the menace of this game.
Yeah. She's sanctimonious, she's a gaslighting bitch. And essentially, we get the Bible off her by giving her a brooch. We literally bribe her with it, and then we find we get like a choice of 3 kind of things in the brooch or in the Bible. And whatever kind of like verse was the one with the number of the beast being 666, that's the combination to the safe. So that's how we find out how to get the stuff. So now we're in the mayor's office because he tricked the clerk into saying, "Oh no, I'm a reporter." Oh, journalist. Okay, fine, just go.
Did you find a certain parts of this game, just because it was kind of in that era, that some parts were like unforgivingly hard?
I'd say so.
Yes. Yeah, the action parts coming up now are.
There's a handle hidden in this painting.
It's not the worst game I've played in that sense. I played worse, and the reason I say this because these guys are also the ones that made Alone in the Dark.
Yeah, it's classic.
Now, the first game, curious enough, was actually fairly straightforward to play because tank controls, move around, more or less the monsters are following you as opposed to actually attacking you. And by that time, like, you more or less have like enough kind of like gimmicks basically to put them away. And a lot of it is just the fact that, like, okay, it's a magic item you need, or a plot armor or something like that, and you're home and hosed. Then you had Alone in the Dark 2, which was like a 2 years of the difference, and they basically abandoned all the mystique and like kind of lore that they had in the first game, and just said, you know what, fuck it, zombie fucking pirates. Here's a shotgun, here's a bomb, go fucking IRA in the motherfuckers. And literally, like, it is just a case of like you're just shooting pirates away, like, and thinking like, this is not what made the first game good. Where's the intrigue? Where's the lore building? Where's the world building?
No, fuck that shit.
No, fuck it.
Let's get to the shooting.
And the game is like 10 times worse for it because they focused on the wrong thing. They thought the action was what made it good. No, it's the puzzles. It was the logic. It was the atmosphere. But then again, they weren't to know because Alone in the Dark was essentially the first game in a genre that wasn't invented yet. So how would they know? You know what I mean? Anyway, so we get the safe anyway, and this is all the shit that he has. We have a diary, which we will now peruse. Nice cigar case. Won't say enough of that. And that's all. So just those two.
Why don't I unscrew this case?
Why don't you, Parker? Like, just do something, man. Come on.
Why don't you at least close the safe so it doesn't look like you're being stolen from it?
The mayor going, something doesn't seem right here. Yeah. Oh yes, the window's open.
Like, he's just standing there. It's like,
Post office.
Yeah, hello, I'm
guy just
a
walked
journalist.
by. I've told you a million times this window should be closed. Walks back out.
Yeah. Hello, I'm out here taking pictures of comets. Do you know of any comets? The deposit book with the deposit note there, by the way, was for a new cloak for Hambleton for old Wilbur. And now, backstory.
My name's Jonas.
I actually thought that, like,
Hambleton.
the thing just dropped down and someone was
This is a
going...
projector.
I made my fortune.
I thought someone was just going to snatch him out.
At sea.
Yeah.
Like, secret
Even the
room.
big Boston businessmen were jealous of my fishery.
Jealous of my fishery.
At that time, I became interested in the occult.
This is a bit of a jam, in fairness.
Books. And then I met Narakamus. He initiated me into the
Even in the
ancient
1820s,
practice.
people were
At last,
into weird
I
stuff.
was in contact with those from the outside. Each day, my knowledge.
And here's Lanny Poffo, apparently.
My body regenerated. My
What the
hands
fuck?
were at last palmed. But the ancients wanted.
Are we
more.
sure that Narakamus isn't the pro wrestler? Because that's all I'm seeing here. They want you to go over,
I
kid.
gave in. My own wife, Lavina, was the bargain, you see. I screamed out the invocations, and he came.
That can be taken out of context. Faces. Don't mind me, just bring the dead wife out for a walk.
But that was of no importance. The pitiless god Dagon wanted that union. That was the price of my immortality.
Thank you.
Was that meant to be a jump scare?
Wilbur and Curtis. The second of them betrayed and abandoned me, but the first followed in my footsteps.
Yeah, so
It was Wilbur.
It was. So Clokey is obviously the evil son, and Curtis is the one that lives in the shack by himself.
They all think I'm dead. Only he who reaches that place where water, earth, and sky come together can find my burial place.
What a weird direction to give.
I know, right?
Our work was destroyed in 1834, all because of that accursed Boleskine. But gods are immortal, and time means nothing to me. Nobody can destroy the families without the statuettes which I guard, and the secret incantation. In 1910, the comet will come again, and the prophecy will come true.
So essentially, every time like Halley's Comet passes is when the you can basically consult the Cthulhu directory.
Cthulhu!
It's a very
This sounds like, and I'm gonna have to look this up before I start talking about it.
Ancients will reign. I will swim beside my Lavina in the abyss, and we shall sing the praises of he who cannot be named.
What year was this game out again?
93, I want to say.
I'll put the diary back in its place.
So there you go.
Yeah, 97 was when Heaven's Gate happened. Related to Hellbop as well.
Yeah, I suppose.
Interesting. Although they were going since the 70s, so they would have predated this.
Yeah.
It's just sounding very Heaven's Gate-esque, the cult.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's based on like most of the works of Lovecraft. So, as I'm saying, it's variations of a theme from that way down, isn't it?
Although they believe that the Hellbob was hiding a UFO that they would be beamed up into and they would fly away.
Yes.
Well, it isn't.
I think the old man just did a little circle around his mouth.
Like he was eyeing you up, and just like
He was, wasn't he? He was like, where can I take him down for?
Yes, I'm heading for the lighthouse on Pickman Promontory.
Well, that's lucky. I happen to be going there myself.
Oh, how convenient.
Well, you're just going to invite yourself along on my fucking journey, you cunt.
You are too kind, Mr. Coldstone, but that won't be necessary.
This heavy.
I'm in quite a hurry, you see.
Oh, shiny. He's got a shiny.
Ooh, Foxy's Tits and Ass Championship.
Yes.
Ooh,
The shiny belt.
it's fucking heavy. That's what it
Yes.
is.
Extremely heavy. So this is a very, what we just did there was a good example of a dead man walking syndrome.
You wanted to
Because,
see me, Mr. Bishop?
Now that that guy is at the lighthouse, we're going to die if we go up there.
A word of
Okay.
advice.
So we can't go up there until we get rid of him.
Well, we can't. That's the saying. This is an example of dead man walking. You have to just avoid him outright.
And of whom?
Ooh. Ooh. There's a belt.
You see,
That's
I
a very
happen
nice
to live
belt.
next door to the Hambletons, and
Very
there's
shiny
some
belt.
Strange goings on there.
I can understand like the appeal,
Mm.
like the plates and all that.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, like the belt itself, like in terms of detail,
Is that so?
Mm.
Yes.
I appreciate it
those
enough,
have
actually.
been cursed.
Yeah.
I
Like
think you're
it's
here
very
to help us.
simplistic, but my god, like
Wanted you to know
Does the
that
trick,
you can
yeah.
count
I actually prefer the fact that it's just 3 plates than rather than
The 5, yeah.
How much
5
that
is
set
kind
you
of
back?
regulation, isn't it?
How much that set you back?
That's a hard
for
one.
the 2 of them, 120.
How?
Good deal.
That's a very good deal.
He knows the guy.
Quite literally, I did. And said guy also likes pops.
He
paid in
just traded. He's paid in pops.
Quite literal cheap pop, Fox.
I knocked him down a few quid with pops. So, but yeah, like, so it was hard not to go for it. Like, granted, like if it was the original cruiserweight, I would have been well happy with it. But I do like this as well.
Yeah, it's fair, yeah.
Purple strap as well.
Oh, there is this two normal people.
I was thinking,
guarding the
Foxy, right, for Halloween.
That's far enough.
I was trying to think of a costume you could dress up in that would still maintain referee status. Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Dress as Beetlejuice. Still black and white stripes. Ref every. What the fuck?
I warned
We just got shot.
Poor Parker.
We got shot
And it's already in the next.
because he wanted to visit a lighthouse. So that's us told. So of course we can't go to the lighthouse as Mr. Parker, so we had to find a disguise.
Is it a cunning disguise?
It is a very cunning disguise.
Is it levels of Final Fantasy VII cunning disguise?
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it's just a disguise, Dennis. You know, it's more like scientist from Snake Eater type of disguise. You know,
It's just a pair of glasses.
I was gonna say he's gonna Clark Kent it, isn't he?
yeah. He changes his posture. That's the main disguise. You know, he's like.
Excuse me, but I, for one, have work to do.
No, that was a bit needlessly narky, you fuck.
Oh, she's one of those. She was actually racist earlier on. You missed it.
You're on an errand for Mr. Hambleton.
She called Native American savages.
$3, please.
Is that why I saw Foxy suddenly
That
going
must be a front.
Yeah.
Mr. Hamilton always orders them from Boston.
notorious racist Foxy?
I hear you're racist now, Foxy, huh?
Apparently.
Good day.
Apparently we should all be racist now.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, alright, fucking Foxy.
I quite like being uncancelled, thank you very much.
I'm uncancelled.
Foxy strives for cancellation.
That's it. It's his one and only dream.
Diary I spoke to you about.
If you did.
I wouldn't mind if I had done something.
Yes, and I'm grateful to you.
Not
What?
yet. We'll find something.
Well,
We will
I'm glad to
always
see you're
find
trustworthy.
something.
I hope
Rummaging
you'll
through your
come back
bins to
exactly where
see.
you found it. Mr. Arlington would be furious if he knew someone
said
had been
something.
hiding in his safe.
Get him.
Tired.
I think his hair is cultural appropriation.
Goodbye for the time being, Mr. Parker.
I don't know how, I just think it is.
Alright, fair enough. You're saying it, you're just putting it into the ether and hoping someone
That's
bites
it, yeah.
back, like, yeah. Fair.
Somebody with more expertise in these things than me.
I am of course a bald man, I know nothing of hair.
Yes.
You are both follically challenged.
It's been many years since I had my long flowing locks.
It is. I never had any to begin with.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Like when I first met you, and you were already starting to.
Yep. I was doomed. I was doomed from the start.
The bitter
No point
reminder.
hiding. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh boy. So while we're having this conversation earlier on about cosplaying, we're now going to do a bit of cosplaying ourselves in this game.
Is he going to dress up as Harley Quinn?
He's not going to dress up as Harley Quinn. He's going to dress up as Clokey.
Oh my god, Foxy, you should dress up as Harley Quinn.
That costume's never been done. No one ever dresses as Scarlet.
Not by Foxy.
Of course, what's the best place to change in this town? Behind the well.
Imagine for like another set of prints, Dennis.
I was more just imagining for a second Joe's face if you turned up in fucking the nurse outfit from fucking Arkham Asylum.
I think he'd have some very confusing thoughts. Oh, look, there he is. It's our friend, Mr. Hambleton.
Ah, hello, Mr. Wilbur. Everything okay?
Now, choose wisely this next dialogue option.
Yes.
Grump.
Say, don't you
Oh, I would have said grump.
strange?
The grump is the correct answer. The fact that, like, oh, hello there.
Yes.
How do you do? Oh,
Yeah.
damn it, my
Keep
Britishness.
a good lookout.
I was actually expecting him to kill me here.
Sorry,
but-
but
there we
no
go.
one gets by.
They know it's not him.
Yes.
So you just fucked yourself. Are you gonna have to reload this?
Yeah.
It is a soft lock, yeah. So, but yeah, that's what happens when you get the dialogue wrong. Anyway. But I was looking for a death there that didn't happen, which is a shame.
I would fully expect them to just like boom.
That's what I was waiting for. Like,
hello, Mr. Wilbur.
I was actually kind of waiting for like if we were hanging around there too long, then the actual Hambleton shows up in his cloak. Oh my god, I'm seeing double.
Go. Mr. Wilbur is there.
Ugh. Lovely. So you're probably wondering why are we going up to the lighthouse, and the correct answer is I don't know. We just are.
Nobody. I think I'll take these ridiculous clothes off.
Yeah, he didn't say he didn't give me too long, did he?
He's not waiting until he gets inside the door, just in case. Like,
No, fuck it. Because of course, lighthouses are notoriously unkept. Don't have anyone around to make sure that light it's working or whatever.
I'll have to find another way to get to the top of this lighthouse.
so in the window.
Possibly so.
Assassin's Creed it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, yes, finally, that parkour course I made. Oh, do we have a...
Handy dandy rope ladder.
Yes.
He just fucking... Alright.
Graceful,
He just like
graceful
killed
as
himself.
ever. Yeah.